what's up? My name's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today's one of the most exciting videos that I think I have ever made and probably will ever make because it's one of those experiences that are so special, and that would be my wedding dress shopping experience. I have told Nick not to watch this video, so Nick, if you clicked on this video, you better click out now because you're not allowed to watch it. Although I know he's not going to click on this video because he wants to be genuinely surprised with what dress I choose, so I'm not really worried about it. I've been with my fiance for over 10 years. This is an experience that I've really looked forward to for a long time. So not only did I want to video it so I would have it on my channel, but I also wanted to video it to document the memories because I think it's just such a special time and experience, and I'm so excited about it. There's so much footage that I cannot put it all into one video or we would have over an hour-long video. So I'm going to link a part 2 up here if you're not watching this in real time, but if you are watching this in real time, come back next week on Friday for part 2. Real quick, just hit that subscribe button to join my friend group. It would help me out so much to grow my channel and it would mean a lot to me. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. In this video, we're gonna go to 2 different shops. After we got engaged, I wanted to pick a few different types of stores, some brick and mortar and some small boutiques, to kind of get an idea of what is out there because I'd never tried on wedding dresses before. So the very first appointment that I made was at David's Bridal. And another dilemma I had is that I have so many close friends and family that I wanted to be there with me on this special day, but because of the pandemic, a lot of shops were limiting the amount of people with the bride to only 1 or 2 people. I called around and asked if there were any places that would be willing to make an exception, and luckily the first 2 places they were willing to work with me on a midweek day, so that way we would be the only ones in the shop and they weren't really busy that day anyways, so it worked out for them and for us. I was really excited to have my mom, my grandma, my sister, my 2 cousins, and my best friends to come along with me on this special day. So the first store is David's Bridal, and I was so excited because my sister and I had gone into this shop I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks before, because I wanted to see what was in store before we actually went to book an appointment there. Okay, so David's Bridal, I really loved how you get to physically look through the dresses here. At some boutiques, they don't really let you do that and they pick the dresses out for you. So for my first wedding dress experience, I was happy to get to actually physically look through them and kind of see the details up close to see what I liked. And my friends and family got to pick some out too, so they were all really involved in the experience. Dress. This is a more, I think she said trumpet or mermaid style dress. To be honest, I knew I didn't really like the tight dresses, so I kind of did this one first because I kind of knew that it was already not one of my choices, but I wanted to just try it on. I just knew that I didn't really like tight dresses because they're so restricting on the bottom. But this one I really liked the detail of the lace and the detail of the beading, and the train was really pretty because it wasn't like huge and too long, but it was still really detailed.
On your tippy toes?
I have heels on.
Okay, nice.
I was like, she's tall. What do you guys think? I like that one.
I really like the train.
The next dress is actually one of my favorites. I think I have like 5 or 6 that are in my top favorites, and this one was one of them.
That's really pretty. We all really like that one.
It's a little bit more pinky. Yeah. This one's pretty. That one's really pretty.
That's so gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
This one actually fits a lot better too. I really loved the neckline on this one and the poofy and flowiness without it being like huge ball gown. My sister picked this one out and we saw this one when we had went into the store before, so I was really excited to try this one on. This one really reminded me of the Taylor Swift Love Story music video. I feel like it was very whimsical and like princessy without being like super big poofy ball gown. Next one. This one was like a slim A-line style, and I really liked this one because it wasn't too big. It just didn't have that like wow factor that I was looking for. So I was like, this one's okay, but it's just not it. I was also trying to decide what type of neckline I liked because I didn't really know if I wanted straps, if I wanted strapless, or if I wanted like off the shoulder. So I was open to trying different styles to see what they felt like and how they looked. This next one was really pretty. I first tried it on with the slip underneath, but I didn't particularly like how plain the bottom was. The top was really pretty and had nice beading detail, but it was missing that whole full effect. I really like dresses that have detail on the whole dress and they're not like super pretty on top and then plain on the bottom. That's just my personal preference. So this one was pretty, but just not the dress.
Still fits your waist so nicely.
She just needs a size 0.
This next one was surprisingly really pretty. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. My sister particularly really liked this one.
Yes, I wanted to.
Ooh,
That's fun.
that's pretty.
That's flashy. Wow, there's a lot of sequins.
I think it's really pretty.
I love the design.
Wait, I actually really like this one.
I'll help you with that. Yeah.
Oh, the back, that's so pretty.
The sequins underneath it, yeah.
Wait, this one's really pretty.
This is very princessy.
Oh my god.
I like the coloring too.
Yeah, it's like
That's so pretty.
Yeah, that's fine. I like the
I really like the back.
This one had beautiful lace detailing and I really liked the beading on the straps. They weren't just plain straps. And I think they were little pearls and I loved the crisscross back. I think that was really flattering. This one had pockets and I feel like that's just such a fun feature on a wedding dress that I would have never thought that I liked before. I was not super fond of the neckline on this one. I think I prefer the sweetheart neckline. It was a little bit too poofy for me too, I think. But I did like the dress overall. Okay. This next dress was my top favorite throughout my entire wedding dress experience until I found my dress. So I was like hesitant to put this one in because I did like it so much. But after trying on my dress and after saying yes to my dress, I was like, okay, I can let this one go. I really do love this one, but it's not my dress.
Oh, the back. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god.
Okay, let me clip it out.
Gosh.
Changer.
Okay. Into your pocket.
I loved the detail on the top. It was a bit more see-through on the top, which it's definitely a stylistic choice if you are comfortable in that or not. But I loved the detailing on the floral design and how it had that underlay of sequins, but it wasn't like super big sequiny in your face. It was very whimsical. My friends thought it looked a little bit like wintry, which I can see, but I thought of it more as like just very delicate and sparkly, which I really like. So hands down, that was my favorite of the ones at David's Bridal. So we had a little bit of time to kill, so we looked through the bridesmaid dresses, and that was really fun to see the different styles they have in the store and the different colors in person, comparing them side by side.
I'm like,
Rainbow sherbet Barbie. It does look like a Barbie dress.
It was also fun to take a little peek at the Flower Girl dresses, but we'll definitely be doing that later when it's more close to the wedding, so that way we make sure we get the right size because the little ones grow so fast. Next, we went out to eat, and I just thought it would be so fun to include some of that footage, so I'll go ahead and input that here. We went to Eureka, and it's so yummy. And then we went over to DSW because we had a little bit more time to kill, and I wanted to just take a look at all of the bridal shoes and the high heels that they had in store. They were having a little bit of a sale. I think DSW is pretty much always having some sort of sale. The next store we went to was called the Bridal Box. I highly recommend this shop to anyone looking for a very personal and intimate experience. This one was really really fun because it was all in one room. It looked like a really old house that they had turned into a little boutique. We also got to look through all of the dresses and pick them out, and then after, she found some that she thought I would like and picked those out too. My consultant was so kind and so helpful, and I really enjoyed my experience. However, the one problem that I had was that I am a size 0 to 2, maybe 4 in some wedding dresses. They run very small, and most of the dresses in this shop were size 16. So you can kind of see in this video that they're all huge, especially on the top half, but I still got an idea of what the dresses looked like on. But I will say I had a harder time actually visualizing myself in some of these dresses because they were so big on me. But it was still a really helpful experience. It still helped me to learn what I liked and what I didn't like. It gave me something to compare the dresses to from the dresses at David's Bridal. So the first dress at the Bridal Box was this gorgeous sparkly dress.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
That one's pretty. I really like this one.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my god. Lordy, lordy. Oh, honey.
Even better.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Oh, Courtney.
You got your pockets.
I would say this one's probably a more full A-line style. I really liked how unique and detailed this one was. It wasn't the floral, like whimsical feel that I thought that I was going for and that I liked. I really liked this one. It was unique and I had never seen a dress like this before. However, I did feel like it was a little bit too risky for what I was going for. I wasn't 100% confident in the dress, but I did really like it. This next dress I really liked, and this one was more of what I thought I really was going for, but it just wasn't sticking with me. For some reason, I wasn't like, yes, this is the one. I don't know what it was. It could have been that it was so big on top that I just couldn't get past seeing that. I'm pretty sure I pinned this dress on Pinterest. It was really pretty. I loved the detail on the whole upper bodice and the lace throughout the whole dress, but for me, it just wasn't the one. I did really like the detail on the straps on this one though, but I still wasn't sure if I wanted the straps or strapless. I wasn't 100% confident in my decision for the top of the dress yet, so I wanted to keep trying more on. This next one was definitely more whimsical, more light fabric. I think it was tulle. It might have been chiffon, but I think it was tulle. I liked how it had detail on the top and it carried out through the bottom, but it wasn't like a ton of detail on the bottom. However, I did not like the top on this one. I felt like the lines were a bit too harsh on my upper body, but I did really like the light, fairy-like whimsical feel of this dress. I also did not like how thick the straps were on this one. I thought that it was just covering so much of my upper body, so that kind of helped me kind of guide me to what type of straps I wanted for my dress. So she wanted me to try a more poofy style to see if I liked that or not. So I came out in this more, I would say this is like a small ball gown. It was definitely more poofy than the other A-lines I had tried on. I did not love the top on this one. I think it would be really pretty strapless. She was saying if I wanted this one so badly, I could make it a project and we could make it strapless and make it more custom to me. This next dress, I feel like you can see me struggling walking to stand by the mirror. I cannot walk in the tight dresses. Like, I feel so uncomfortable when the bottom of the dress is so tight. I want to dance, you know, on our wedding day, and I want to have like a fun time. I don't want to be waddling like a penguin going into every room or walking down the aisle. But she had me try this one on because it is one of the most popular styles right now, and it also could be made into an A-line dress. And she brought one out that I believe was another bride's dress, but I'll put that clip in here. So I wasn't able to actually try on the A-line style, but I did really like the overlay on this one. And then also the fact that it was so popular kind of turned me away from it because I don't want a dress that everyone's gonna have. That's like one of the top dresses. Like, I wanted it to be more unique and more my dress and not compare it to other people wearing it. But I just thought it was so funny how uncomfortable I looked in this dress. But the one thing that did come from this dress is that I learned I really liked the deep plunge neckline. I felt like it was more flattering for my body because I do have a smaller frame, and I did really like the detail on this, but it just wasn't, again, that detail that I had envisioned in my head. This next dress was my favorite dress at this store. After looking at this one through the videos, I was like, wow, that was a really good dress, but I think I was slightly overwhelmed at this point because I had already tried dresses on at David's Bridal and this appointment, so I was a little bit overwhelmed because I had tried so many on, but I kept comparing all of these dresses to the one I really loved at David's Bridal. I really like this one.
Yes.
That's gorgeous.
Oh, honey.
Oh, listen to the song. It's perfect for you.
but I loved the neckline and the detail on this one. I loved the floral overlay, and I loved the detail of the like geometric pattern of the sequins along with it. I think it made it very unique. It was very much the style that I was hoping to find. Something inside was like still not 100% satisfied, but this one helped me to learn that I do like strapless, but it just has to be cohesive with the whole dress. Like the top has to go nicely flow to the bottom, and it has to feel like it's a comfortable fit with the strapless, if that makes sense. This next one was pretty, but I did not like how plain the bottom was. I thought the top was really pretty and it was really flowy and whimsical, but compared to the last dress too, it just wasn't doing it for me. And now I'm pretty sure I tried this one on at the next store, which you'll see in part 2, but I had no idea it was the same one because the top was so huge on me in this one. I also didn't love how the design went straight down underneath. I thought that that was a little bit odd. This next one was one of my favorites as well. I like this one. So dainty. Yeah. Can we try it with the veil? Yeah.
You just want to see Grandma cry again.
I almost feel like she would ride away on a white horse or something. Or like run through a field of lavender, you know?
But I didn't love the top on this one. So I really loved the detail. I loved the flowiness. The color was really pretty. It was the only one in that like slight purpley tone. I just did not love the top on this. I was like, what would this look like with a single strap? And so she made a little adjustment with some pins and clips. And this one I liked, but the idea of customizing such a drastic difference on a dress kind of scared me, because committing to a dress that you ultimately can't envision what it would look like was a little bit scary. When I bought my dress, I knew, okay, this is what it's gonna look like. Even though I am doing customizations, it was much more easy to envision the actual dress in the end. Okay, so that is it for this video for part 1. However, there is a part 2 coming, and I'm going to link it up here as soon as it is live. In the next video is the one where I actually say yes to the dress, and it is so exciting, and the dresses are even more beautiful in the next video. It definitely stepped up the wedding dress game, and it made it so much easier to make a decision. I feel like a lot of people say to not go to too many shops, but I feel like if you're like me and you have a really specific idea of what you want, then going to more shops isn't gonna hurt. If you're in there and you can say, okay, yes, no, yes, no, I like this one, I don't like this one, I like this one more than the other one. You're able to kind of filter through the dresses without getting too attached to each dress. But I'm so thankful that I decided to just go to one more shop, because I love, love, love the dress that I chose. And I would not have chosen that one if I had stuck to the don't go to too many shop rules, because after 3 shops, I was like, I should have found my dress by now. But everyone's wedding dress experience is different, and you never know when you're gonna find the dress. It could be the first dress, or it could be the last dress at the last shop. Take little pieces of information with a grain of salt and do what you feel is best for you. Remember to hit that subscribe button and join my friend group. It would help me grow my channel, and it would mean so much to me. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and being a part of today's video. I hope to see you in another video real soon. Thanks. Bye.